Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. What are we doing tonight? We are doing Dungeons and Dragons. The episode that only shows up on YouTube. So no mention of a day that's coming with this. Alright. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, that's something at Mixer. If you like the world map, that's Canvas of King. If you if you like the town maps, that's Canvas of King. If you like the world map, it's Wonder Draft. If you like the battle map, it's Dungeon Alchemist. We have everything. Right. So, as you can see, Fisher is not with us right now. Don't worry, he promised us he would be, but he's going to be a little bit late. Hopefully, he will be here. There we go. During the first half, but if not, I mean, he kind of promised us he would be there for the second half. Kind of. So, yeah. Don't worry. He'll be there. Just in time to watch the party die and realize that he's got to make a new character for 5 sessions. And I'm hoping... Sam, you're gonna take over his character while...
I can do that, yes.
Unless... Zachary, you'd prefer doing it. I don't know, maybe you don't plan on having a lot to do with your character and says, oh, come on, I can take on Fisher and Terry and my character all at the same time. Alright.
Have you seen my character sheet?
Kinda. But I don't know. You know, sometimes there are some people who are just overachievers. They actually enjoy feeling overwhelmed all the time. Alright, so what happened last episode? So, under the cover of last episode, sorry, let's start this properly. We don't need a thunderstorm in the background. Last episode, under the cover of an invisibility spell and armed with a map of the tower, I should say the spire. I've called it the spire since the beginning. The party was able to climb the spire with relative ease. However, while they were enjoying the easy life elsewhere, their friends and companion were facing impossible odds. The fleet of flying... I was about to say flying fish. The fleet of flying ship was slowly getting eaten away by the unrelenting fire of the spire, and those who had succeeded in finding a way inside the tower were slowly getting pushed back in corners. With only minutes until the attack on the spire collapsed, our party needs to find a way to escalate more than 2/3 of the spire and kill the wizard behind... Well, no, not behind, but because of whom all of this madness is happening. You did manage to free Civ last episode, which is very good because it prevents you from having to free him while you have to deal with the wizard and whatever construction he's going to throw at you. So, with Civ very appreciative of what you've done, Krill exhausted from retaking Civ, and what appears to what appears to I lost my train of thoughts because Remy was making fun of the party. Well, everyone lost their invisibility except you, alright?
Because Ramey's special.
Always. And it's the first time in your life that you actually truly feel like that, because now you know the person who had planted this thought inside of you that you were not special is actually someone who wanted you to feel bad for the rest of your life. So, all right.
You know, I guess in some ways I can relate to Ramey. It's like he's basically invisible in the middle of a dark night. I'm basically invisible in a snowstorm.
Well, yeah. Most people are invisible in a good blizzard, but I understand what you're saying. So, I was saying, on the intercom that you brought with you, the equivalent of an intercom, I should say, the orb connecting to the outside, you're hearing that things are still falling apart outside. You are hearing Zal reaching out to you, audience, saying, I really hope your plan is about to come to fruition, because we're about to lose everything here. The lines are collapsing. You have severely understated the amount of countermeasure this tower possessed. We can barely attack it directly. If it wasn't for your little guy, the tower itself would not be firing blind, but they have so many weapons, it's impossible to avoid. We've already lost a fifth of the fleet. More than 40 ships are severely damaged. In the last 2 minutes, we've lost contact with 5 ships. The tower has started boarding us. We do not know where one of the siege breaker is. Audience, are you almost there? We can barely give you a few more minutes.
Yes, we're almost there. Is that true? I actually don't know. How far up are we? How close are we to the top when these guys met us?
About a third of the way.
Oh, a third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in fairness, I think we were only actually going up for a few minutes to get to that third, so.
Yeah. I'll say if you need to retreat. We can take it from here.
It takes 1 or 2 seconds before you hear Zal say, understood. Fight well. We'll give you as long as we can.
All right, no time to waste. Let's get up to the wizard. We're running out of time. Our friends are cornered. We got to make sure the wizard falls, or those others stuck in the tower will probably be in trouble, even if we're able to make it out.
So, you start pushing forward, with Civ following you. And of course, the question as you're moving comes, Civ wants to know what's your plan. I imagine you have a plan to attack the wizard from this point.
Our biggest issue was obviously his shield, which we couldn't get through before. So, while we're still going to have to get through it once, we've gotten a device that, once it falls, we can basically do an anti-magic blast that should shut down any nearby equipment around him, as well as make it so that his shield can't immediately come back up, which would give us a window to be able to take him down. Be able to free swing on him. So the toughest part of the fight will honestly be the initial phases of us trying to get his shield down and whatever other help he has along the way. I can at least hit his shield without too much damage, as it is electric and I have ways around that, but besides that, it's also just going to be keeping what I assume potentially grievers or any of those orbs off of him, so we're able to get down his shield in an effective amount of time.
The wizard has a new prototype made specifically from the data gathered during your last fight. While it is more powerful than the others, it is specifically made to hold you back. Getting the barrier down is not the only problem. You'll need to keep it down. He can put it back up with a thought. He needs to be completely distracted. Do you have anything for that?
Well, we assume that's why we built the bomb, because he won't be ready for an actual anti-magic field that will keep him from being able to put back up his shield with a thought, because no magic will be able to exist in the area, but that will also limit our spell capabilities as well.
So you're relying on timing.
Yes. But we have fighters. We have a couple people here who do. We're not the largest spellcasters ourselves, so the fight should be in our advantage once the anti-magic thing goes off. But obviously, we'll still need to work around the difficulties of getting there.
The barrier will be breached. I can help you with that. And I can help you make sure he's not able to focus to re-energize the barrier for a few seconds. Will that be enough?
Yes.
In fact, 6.
Yeah, that's, mechanically speaking, that's what he's saying. He can. He's offering you to take down the barrier and to stun the wizard until the beginning of his next turn.
That should be enough to at least implement the plan.
Mechanically speaking, this is what he's proposing.
Yeah, that should be enough to.
No, I just like bringing that up. So you peek behind the fourth wall, just like I can do it for 6 seconds. That's a very specific number that keeps coming up.
Don't know why. It must be one of those things that is embedded in the universe. 6 seconds. Also, I don't know why. It keeps coming into my mind. It's saying it's 6 seconds. It's sort of a round. I don't know, a round of what. It's... Alright.
Drinks.
You gotta take a round of drinks in 6 seconds? Damn. I'm starting to be afraid that Fisher won't be there for the entire episode. Alright. Civ takes a moment to collect himself, and he starts walking again, telling you that the wizard is probably not aware of him being freed, meaning that he can give you a shortcut to the last 10 levels of the tower.
All right.
So, he takes a small detour and go inside of a room. When he arrives, it's a large circle on the floor, which, you know, Remy kind of recognized as a small, maybe a lesser variation of a portal, a gate system. Which makes sense, you know, in a tower of 100 floor, that you'd have wizard equivalent of an elevator. You all step on, and one after the other, you are zipped to the last 10th floor of this tower. You can hear more of what's happening on the outside because there are more open space, more windows to the outside, more observation areas. It sounds absolutely horrible outside. You just keep hearing explosion after explosions. Some powerful explosions barely make a small tremor on the tower, which tells you that, unfortunately, the barriers of the tower aren't even weakening. It's easy for you to move through the rooms. There's no one on this floor. It's kind of eerily quiet. All you're hearing are the explosion on the outside, and if you open the orb, chatter of people panicking and some people trying to escape whatever's happening. But after a few minutes of climbing 1, 2, 3 flights of stairs, 3 stairs of flight, you arrive in a long hallway, which, although does not feel familiar, there's something about this which does. Where it's leading, it feels like you know this place, which tells you that you're probably in the right place. You think the observatory is at the end of the hallway, the one where you were defeated.
Thank God. For a second, I thought it was Final Fantasy 13.
Oh no, please, not 13.
Sorry, I get scared whenever someone says I'm going down a very long hallway.
I did not play Final Fantasy 13, but I watched several Let's Play, find one that was as complete as possible. I regretted it. And not only that, but the story was horrible compared to the first. I want to say 10, excluding 8. I did not like the Final Fantasy VIII. Kept feeling like the action was too interrupted. Exactly like I'm doing right now. So, let's not turn this into another Final Fantasy VIII and keep going with this. The hallway, you feel, is where you got... It leads to where you got defeated the first time. It is the best place to observe everything. And you know that there is an access to the roof. So, if you need to, if you have someone that has another beacon, you can probably finish the beacon to get out of here. But so you move forward. I assume you move forward.
Yes.
Suddenly you decide that it's no longer worth it, and you go away.
I choose to walk up and on the ceiling.
Interesting. So, you want to do an alien take on this? Okay. So that my player can actually see that screen. Should look familiar. It's both what I used as the test when we started and actually the place where you were defeated the first time. So, if it does not look familiar, well, there's a problem with you. Or you really have bad memory. Here we go. No, don't do this. Oh, I hate it when it does that. For some reason, there's a corner on my computer that if I push the screen there, it will resize the screen instead of just moving it. And that's excessively annoying. Alright. Well, at least I can see you now. Oh. So, audience first. Remy usually behind audience. Fisher next. Arunak to the side. No, Arunak behind Fisher. Terry. Who's going to be large? Because now he is going to be in a shield guardian. Oh, that's the wrong book. It doesn't help finding a monster when you're not looking at the monster manual. There we go. This is Terry's new stat sheet. All right. So, as you're moving toward this room, if you have any preparation that you want to do, Because unless you want to enter by firing every fireball that you can possibly have and throw the brick, now
No, there
would
are
be the
definitely
nice
some.
time.
There's definitely some prep that I want to do.
Now is the right time. Now, don't
It's really
complete that
weird.
thought.
Every time I walk up to this doorway, it tells me, "Are you sure you won't be able to return to this point?" The game's be bugged.
There were some potions that needed to be popped for both me and Fisher. Let me go look at those. Oh, I should pull up. I should pull up Fisher's sheet as well. Fisher. All right, there we go. I can't actually do anything with it, but I can.
Oh, you can
So
take notes of what you're doing and.
Oh, or can I? No, I cannot.
No, I mean you can take note and let Fisher know.
So what Fisher wanted, let's do him first and I'll do my thing. Fisher wanted to pop trying to figure out what he was trying to give to Terry, what he was trying to give to himself.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, he wanted a potion of invulnerability for Terry and place a death ward. He has the spell now because of Terra.
Yeah, okay, so he has a potion of invulnerability. He has one of those. Okay, so I'm just gonna... I can't minus it. But we'll mark... Can I mark charge? I can't mark charge either. Okay. Anyway, his potion of invulnerability is gone.
No longer exists.
No longer exists. We'll mark that. That's on Terry.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, it gives resistance to all types of damage.
All types of damage, yes.
Any exception to that? Like psychic or?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't. For any creatures where you have resistance to all damage.
Okay.
So
Terry has...
And then I think he was also giving a heroism to him or to Terry?
No, him. Because he has no more potion of invulnerabilities.
Okay, so then he's taking his one potion of heroism. So he's going to gain 10 temporary HP. So he'll be at 123. Including that. And he's also under the effect of a bless spell. Okay, so that's gone. I think he'll hold off. Well, is there a reason to hold off, or should he just also pop his potion of speed? Did he say anything about the potion of speed? I'm not going to use it if he didn't say it. We'll just leave that off for now.
He didn't say, but also he was afraid of trying this because he didn't try before, and he is not certain that the spell will not have a weird reaction if he drinks 2 potions.
Oh, his spell?
Oh. So if I'm recalling the rules correctly, it's not about having 2 active potions on the same character. It's about trying to take, like, mix 2 potions together and drink it all at the same time.
Yeah, I think you can drink 2 potions.
There's actually a weird part in the DMG that gives guidance on what possible wacky effects could happen if you try to take 2 potions at the same time. As in literally at the same time with, like, the same flask, vial, whatever.
Well,
it's fine. For now, he's just popping the potion of heroism.
Anyway. I don't know if it's the reason because he wasn't sure or because he didn't think about it. It's just the last few things that he was talking about with me. So, I don't know.
Well, the reason why I know that you can have multiple potions is, like, for example, you can take a potion and then still drink potions of healing, obviously, right? Without effects, but...
I thought you were going to say something like you can do it in Baldur's Gate.
No, no, you can, but like,
No, that's okay. I understand.
Yeah, like really, the rules just try to be a little weird if you try to, because
okay. Anyway,
it's like a new action
that
every time you drink a potion.
is Fisher. I don't think there's any concentration spells he's doing at start. No, there's not.
All right.
And then for audience, let's go back to me. That's easier.
Well,
Like,
let's
that's
talk
easier.
about me.
Yeah, audience is easy. Audience is popping his potion of invulnerability. That's gone. Boop. And then also eating a 500 gem. Which one is it? It's the what's the one I want? Diamond. He's eating a diamond. Yum yum yum. 500 gold diamond down. And that is all fish, and that is all audience is doing this prep.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that this, for some reason, the sound is a bit louder when I'm using these music. Okay. So, potion of invulnerability for you, and audience. Oh, sorry, didn't see you.
No, that's it. That's the
Okay.
only potion I'm drinking.
And Remy.
Honestly, I think really the only thing I can really prep for, well, I guess technically two things I could do just in case.
Now is the time.
So I'll go ahead and use a charge of the sun pendant to have see invisibility on myself.
Okay.
That's mostly just layering, because I know I have another way of seeing, like, unseen things, but I don't know how noisy it's going to be in there. Especially when we're talking about machines. And then it's like, then Ramie's going to just, like, casually hold a potion of invulnerability liquid inside of his beak for when the fight begins.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother with mirror image because I'm assuming whatever he makes is going to be able to see him, but or see through the illusions, I mean. So I think that's really all I can do to prep ahead of time.
I'd say if Remy had that ability last time you fought this wizard, then there's a very strong chance that he'll be able to see through it this time. If not, you have a okay chance that it might surprise him. Can't guarantee it's going to be a long surprise, but after all, he's had
I
full
do know for a fact
year.
I didn't have it the last time we were here.
After all, he did have a full year to prepare for your return. So,
yeah, and he wasted all of his resources, like basically blowing his load all over the place. He's very bad at resource management.
All right. So, you enter the room. You entered the room screaming or cautiously?
Cautiously.
Okay. I don't know. You might have decided to just enter the room and yell. Who knows?
No, hold on. Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, because that ended well. Well, the guy became famous, but all right. So slowly and carefully, you enter the room. Is this okay? How I positioned all of you?
Yes.
If you wanna have the full battle map. Why is it called all right? Anyways, oh right, because I'm actively using it, so I consider it. All right. All right. So you carefully enter this room. When you enter the room, you immediately notice the wizard is not alone. There are 2 grievers in the room with him, and something new. They turn to you before the wizard does. Turns around slowly as you all enter the room. And then Terry summons his mech. The camera zooms in on him, and he does this weird head dance because that's the only thing he has. And then suddenly, music and BAM! He's inside of a mech. For some reason, he's wiggling as if he had arms, and you can't hear what he's saying. Power Ranger. Without arms.
Oh, wait.
So, as you all enter, the wizard nonchalantly turns toward all of you. Peeks from behind the large machine. Says, "Oh, goody. Someone actually managed to make it here. That's fascinating. Hold on. I think I remember all of you. That's so interesting that you would make your way here. I did not expect this. Oh, and the failed experiment. Well, I guess if you're here, it means I'm going to have to reconstruct the other one. Just one failed experiment after the other, I guess. Well, what can I say? Machines. It's not like it's a loss. It's a loss to lose any of them. Do you answer anything to what he's saying? I feel like
Nope.
the one who would probably answer is Fisher, but...
Insert sassy remark here, followed by snap.
And then the wizard answers, "Oh, this is also very interesting." We got a message.
Puts on his really cool hat.
Are each of these squares 5, 10, 15? Are each of these squares 5
feet.
5 feet?
We get an error message at the top of the stream saying that there's a missing file there. Fisher's audio is missing. He looks at all of you and says, "Oh well, I guess you want to finish this in a glorious fight. Watching all of your friends," and he points outside, "die as your incompetence becomes obvious. Well, come
Says
then."
the neat loser. That's NEET, by the way.
Oh, he looks at all of you and says, "Well, come then, come. Don't be shy." So, is there anything you want to do before rolling initiative?
Nope. I'm good. I've prepped. I got timers on my potions running.
Swallows.
Alright. So,
Audience is a 16. Fisher is a.
Oh, you know what? Oh, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Like, I keep forgetting I have this because, you know, like, we've been so rushed the last several sessions. It's like, you guys would have Gift of Alacrity. It hasn't mattered too much for the last few fights, but
What is that? Advantage on.
it gives you a D8 on top of whatever you roll for initiative.
Oh, on top of whatever we roll for initiative. Okay, I'll roll D8.
oh
on top.
damn, that's gonna be
Just an
good.
Additional D8.
Alright, let's roll for.
Because
Fish.
Algonak rolled a natural 1, so that's gonna help him.
D8. Oh, audience rolled. Okay, well, audience is a 17. Fisher is a. Fisher's a 23, though.
23.
And that's. Oh, Terry. I have to roll for Terry. Does anyone know Terry's modifier?
I'm pretty sure it's a -4.
It's like very low. Yeah.
Hold on.
All I know is that his
Darn.
dexterity is so low that
Dexterity -3 because he has 5.
Okay, minus
So
3,
7 plus
excuse
2.
me.
Okay, so Terry's at a 9.
Okay, and audience, your revised.
17.
All right, and Remy.
26.
All right. Well, damn. I rolled high for the enemies, but you also all rolled high, so. That means it's.
Like, you know, I went out of my way to get this spell, so it's like I should probably be remembering to
Use
remind
it.
people it's in effect.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I couldn't see it. All right. No, it's important, especially on fight like these. All right, so it is a non-natural 20 for the enemies, and I don't want to have to take care of all of the enemies individually, so they have a group initiative.
Okay, so they're all on 20.
Yeah, I think that's going to be easier. Well, you know, you can convince me to do otherwise if you want.
It's fine.
I don't know, Remy. You made a passionate plea last time so that the players would not have group initiative. Do you want to make a passionate plea for the enemies to not have a group initiative?
It's like, considering that these are probably all boss monsters in and of themselves, do we really want them going at the same time?
I don't mind. They don't all have the same initiative modifier. So I can use the same dice and simply apply the modifier for everyone. So, this
I know Grievers aren't a boss, they're just hard to kill.
Yeah, exactly. But they are quick. And the new prototype called Prototype 825 instead of 815. All right. That's Fisher telling us to getting
Still
close
stuck,
to the
yeah.
record for the longest time held over. All right. So it's going to be fun. All right. Well, apparently, Remy, you have the best initiative of all of this. So, as you enter, what you see are two grievers. The monsters in red are the grievers, and they have this little sheen on them. It kind of makes them look like they are. I don't know. They'd have a snake skin.
Oh, I should do my temp HP.
So that's probably a good indicator of what Sachet told you, that those are the new ones. The wizard already had this little force field around him when you entered the room. And there is the new one. This one looks like a large monk. In the sense that it is a large creature, tall, slim, looks very agile. Audience, probably when he looks at him, feels like he's wearing some sort of reflective clothing. But Remy, because you have such a high passive perception, you can actually see the difference. No, he is covered in plate armor. So he is quite well protected against being struck. But he looks very unimpressive compared to the last one, who looked like a giant humanoid crab. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, well.
If you don't remember what we found out about the Grievers, Remy, about the new sheets, basically we need fire to burn away the new sheets on the Grievers and then deal the acid damage to keep them down.
Well, I mean, luckily we, at this point now, have access to both of those.
Yes. But that's how we killed the new. It was just the added. Before it was just acid to take them down. Now we just need the fire first and then the acid.
Mm-hmm.
And she did mention that the skin regenerates really fast. Previously, when you hit grievers, they would regenerate the amount of damage they received 3 rounds later. But this skin is... You don't know exactly how much faster, but she did tell you that it regenerates extremely quickly.
So, I think what I'm gonna do to mostly try to discover some things about these creatures. First, I'm going to have Raimi move to F4.
Ready, F4. All right.
Like as Raimi is moving off in that direction, it's like, do they seem to take notice of him moving? I only asked because I haven't taken the eye patch off yet, so.
Okay, so technically you are currently invisible. In that case, where is it? Ah, there it is. In that case, I'm gonna close a few windows because I can't find my things. In that case, you would notice the prototype 825 and the wizard having a moment of recognition of where you are, not the grievers.
Okay, so the grievers don't know where I am, but the other two do.
If they do, they're not exhibiting anything that would help you figure this out.
So, well,
From past
I guess,
encounter, you do remember that the grievers have dark vision, but last time you met them, that was the extent of their extrasensory capability.
well, if we're going based off of him making improvements based on our last encounter, I don't think we did anything with invisibility in our last one, so
We did.
I wouldn't expect him to give weird improvements like that. I'm also kind of wondering if I should try making an attack now, or kind of like a wait and see what they do.
I think a lot of people right now in the group wants to use that approach. What the heck are they gonna do?
Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and even just test. Well, wait, no, hold on, because they might be a little far away. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13.
They're 11 squares away from you.
Oh no,
Oh, sorry, 13.
Yeah, no. I was just measuring to see if it was actually possible to attempt a short bow on one of the grievers. It's like, and the answer is they're close enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and test that now and fire at the northernmost griever.
Okay. Go
So then my question is, do I have advantage?
Yeah, because okay, yeah. Yes.
All right. Quick way to confirm. All right, that's going to be 27 to hit.
27 is enough.
so I gotta remember I'm using the bow right now, so that's d6. It's 46 force damage.
Okay. You said 46?
Yeah, 46 force damage.
Okay. So far, they're reacting the same way as before. The impact hits. It seems to have taken the full extent of the damage. His hit point are high enough so that the impact is not that visible. It probably translates to him partially dodging and your hit just grazing the side of the creature. But I confirm that it is normal damage that you've done.
Uh-huh.
If things happen exactly the same way as before, in round 3, the damage is going to completely be healed.
Then I'm going to use the rest of my movement. Actually, I think I'll even use because at B5, is that a pillar?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, I'll actually use bonus action to. Oh dear, I didn't realize I could zoom on this.
Yes, if you click on the picture, there actually is a zoom.
I'll use my bonus action to just get a little bit. Oh wait, no, I could literally fly over there to get the rest. Never mind. It's like I will fly over to that pillar.
Okay.
And kind of press myself for the inevitable laser that's probably going in this direction. I can't confirm there's going to be a laser. I just know there is. Anyway, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Well, that would be, in that case, a whole lot of people going at the same time. Civ, the Grievers, and Fisher all go at the same time.
We can see the Grievers go first.
Alright, the Grievers would go first. Griever are kind of primitive, if I'm not mistaken. As machines, I mean. Yeah, they're not sentient like the others. Alright, so they follow orders. So, in that case, since he cannot see where the attack came from, he is going to go toward the mass of people. And the other one will do the same. Okay, which means they end up here. And oops, here. So this is the mass of people. Fishers and Civ.
Civ can go.
Civ.
So he does.
Civ. Will. Oops. No, that's resize. No, that's not what I wanted. Civ is going all the way there. Here. No, here. Civ is positioning himself to try and strike at the wizard.
Okay.
Which means Fisher.
Alright, Fisher's gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna move right up the middle, K8.
Alright.
Alright. He is going to hit these guys. He's going to start with the green flame blade to try and burn off the thing.
Okay.
I don't think the other's in. How far away is the other one? I don't think
10
it's in
feet
range.
away.
It's not right now. Oh, it's 10 feet away? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in range. What's this to
Technically
hit?
5
Plus-
feet behind Fisher. Yeah.
Okay, it's a 28 to hit.
28 is enough.
That's going to be. Oh, I need dice for this. What's that? 2d8 fire, I think. 2d8 fire.
It depends on the level. I think he's at
Yeah, it's
3d8
2d8.
now.
No, it's 17. 17.
Oh,
It's 3d8.
okay.
So it's 14. It's 14 fire. I just want to see how far this jumps. So you see within 5 feet? Nope, it jumps only 5 feet. So yeah, so the first one takes 2d8 fire. Does that burn off?
It
outer
does
shell?
seem to have a reaction with the body itself. The armor loses its reflective characteristic.
Okay, and then he's gonna use his second attack. He has the vials. I haven't played. Does he have vials that he dips his sword in to use like acid strikes?
He does have acid.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has like vials on his belt that he
On his
uses
belt?
to quickly
Okay.
access. Yeah.
Then he's gonna dip the Vorpal Maul into that to make it acid. For I think,
I completely forgot about that.
yeah.
I didn't. It was like a whole. It was like a whole thing to have that belt made.
No.
And then-
I mean, him attacking the Grievers with a Vorpal Maul. They do not have legendary action. A natural 20 and the hits.
Yeah.
The fight again, its end.
Well, especially if he's doing acid. So now he has acid. He gets 2 attacks. So let's roll those. First one is gonna hit. It's higher than the other one, but it's not. It's not acid.
He still has.
I mean,
two-
it's not a string.
He still has 2 attack, even though he used Green Flame Blade.
Doesn't Green Flame Blade just go on as a bonus action attack? Or am I wrong? Spells? No, wait.
It's
I haven't used a lot of it. It is a 1 action. Maybe attack against one creature within 5 feet. On a hit the target, the spells make 1 attack.
so how it works is that on his action he can use Green Flame Blade. It's like and then as his bonus action
That's what I
he
was
can make
thinking of.
1 regular melee weapon attack.
1 regular melee weapon attack. Got you. Okay. But he doesn't.
It's
okay.
different in the new rules. Old rules, you gotta
Different other
play
rules.
by.
Okay, so then he's just attacking. He just attacks once. It hits. This is gonna do 2D, you gotta go back to audience sheet, 2d6 plus 10. Okay, so that's 13, and then he's gonna do 13 acid damage to the Griever now that the shell is gone.
That's Chromatic Strike. That's a spell.
He doesn't dip his weapon in the acid and then use it as his focus?
No, he uses the acid to give the weapon property. It's a component of the spell.
Okay, let me go Chromatic Orb, which is different than how Chromatic. Okay.
Oh. Okay, so sorry, I'm even trying to keep track of his stuff. So if he wants to be able to have his blade
Chromatic
with
Strike.
acid,
Chromatic
Strike.
Strike.
I believe he uses his bonus action to cast Chromatic Strike.
Okay,
and
which
then
is
he
what
will
I
proceed
did.
to
Which is
use-
what I did.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So now then you would use your action to do Green Flame Blade. So everything's kosher with that.
Yeah. So no, that was right. I just did it in a weird order, so I don't know how it works.
Okay, that's good. All right.
And then a source with cause weapon is spray spell cloud of acid on impact. The acid will overwhelm sight and smell. The target becomes blinded. So the target, okay, and the Griever, I guess, becomes blinded now. That's what happens.
Yes, and on its turn, it gets a save to see if it becomes unblinded.
Yeah. Pushback. Yeah. Oh, and if it has keen sense of smell, it becomes incapacitated. I don't know if it does.
No.
Okay, cool. And then, it makes a con saving throw at the beginning of its turn.
All right,
So
and how much?
13 acid damage.
He does strike. It's an addition to the weapon strike.
Oh. How does it say how much damage it does? I'm just looking at the effects of it.
Yeah, but he still does a normal attack when doing this. So there's the attack of the dam of the.
Oh, an additional 1d4. All you do is an additional 1d4. Okay. Got it. Well, that's 4. So that's 17 acid damage.
All right. 17 acid damage.
Now that the sheet is gone.
All right. Fisher's got a more complex sheet than you remembered, huh?
I honestly just don't. They're just not how the spells normally work in other D&D, so I'm happy to reread what they do.
That's okay. All right. So that's Fisher. Civ positioned himself to attack. Which means it's the big one. The big one.
Which big one?
The prototype. Sorry. The prototype is the next one to attack. All right. No. The prototype was supposed to move forward. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I got it wrong. And his initiative was 24. So he should have went before all of you, but because of that, he's going to move forward without taking into consideration where Civ is. Let's call it even like this. But, yeah.
So he's just gonna dash forward.
Yeah, he's going to... Technically, he was going to move forward to all of you for now. Which means he's going to attack Fisher.
If he would have gone first, could I argue that Fisher would not have been there and he would have just ended his turn there? Since it's technically worse for him to have gone after because Fisher would have been in the back unless he has a ranged attack.
Hold on. Is there a way to reshape reality so that it works.
Because it's fine. I mean, he'll get to go before Fisher next initiative, but technically Fisher would not have been there.
If Fisher would have went to M7 instead of K8, then nothing needs to change.
Sure, Fisher went to M7. I don't think that makes a difference, because you would have still been able to hit.
Here, reality did not have to change, only a minor position.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna position him again. Which means he moves here, and then now everything happens. The prototype is patient. Meaning he moves and he positions himself in a smarter way. Alright. Which means we go down the initiative. And 19 with the wizard. The wizard feels very confident.
He'll waste his turn drinking tea.
Yeah, he takes out a tea set. Just no, he's just gonna use the, a small spell. Not something that is too devastatingly powerful. Okay. Yeah, he'll just upcast it a little bit. Yeah. He's just gonna upcast it. He raises his hand and lightning jumps forward, striking audience, and then the chain lightning he just sent will arc toward Arunak, Terry, and 30 Fisher's in 30 feet, so 30 feet also on Fisher. Which means audience, Arunak, Terry, and Fisher all needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. Fisher gets... What does he get to his? He gets +3, +4. So 24 from Fisher. I don't know Terry's. Oh, -3. We already talked about this. Which means okay. Terry's gonna fail within that one. I'm not gonna worry about that. And then you can roll Arunak.
Okay. Okay, shield guardian.
I guess audience should matter. Actually, audience does matter.
And how? What was the total? The result for Fisher?
24.
24.
Fisher high rolled his.
Okay. Arunak has a bad dexterity, so.
And then he gets +5 from me.
I was about to say the only way he can possibly survive this is with a natural 20. Yeah. Ohunak dodges partially. The lightning strikes. Alright. So. And Fish and Audience got a.
Audience got a. Audience failed.
Okay.
I got like a 10.
Fisher failed as well.
Oh, Fisher with a 24 failed.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It's not a small wizard. It's a big wizard. And
Oh, wait. My bad. Does 25 make a difference? I was giving him +4 from me. Because he rolled a 17 plus his 3 plus 5. So... Oh, no. He's not even in my radius. No, he just fails. He didn't have 24. He had 20.
Oh. Well, that changes everything.
Yeah. He's not in my aura. I don't have 30 feet aura yet. Yeah, Fisher just fails.
Alright, so the only one who actually succeeds because he rolled a natural 20 is Ohunak. Everyone else takes 46 lightning damage. Well, of course, Audience. Because of your draconic heritage, you do not take the full damage either.
Here's actually what Audience is going to do. Audience is going to shield Terry.
Terry is in a big mech. He's okay.
Oh, he's in a big mech? Okay, I'm going to shield Oranak, even though he's taking half, to keep up our healer.
Okay.
It is worth interrogating. Does Fish? I don't remember if Fisher has absorb elements.
I was about to
spell list
use.
or not.
Yeah, he does. He does. I was going to use absorb elements. He was going to use his reaction to cast absorb elements. Which is how much?
Half. It reduces the damage by half, so at 23.
Oh wait, sorry. Did he down a potion of invulnerability?
He did.
No.
Oh, then he doesn't.
Fisher
have to
did not. Terry did.
Oh.
Fisher
Terry did.
used a potion of heroism.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Terry's taking half damage anyway. Fisher's going to use absorb elements. To how much was it? 46.
Yes.
So he's going to take 20.
23.
So he's at 100. I think you can edit his sheet, by the way, DM. If you open his sheet.
Yes, I can.
So he's at.
Sorry,
90.
I hate to cut in again because I'm not like operating his sheet. Did you already roll for when he had the bless on him?
Oh, a D4? It wouldn't have mattered though, because at most I could roll was 24. And
then he could use his reaction to boost his save by another 4. That's why.
Oh, sure, you are correct. He can do that, which I guess is the same.
We can't screw him
well.
over just because he's not here.
Yeah, nope, you're right. I should add the D4 from heroism, which is actually a force of 24. So sure, he'll use his reaction instead of the absorb element, so he gets a 28 on his save.
That is enough to succeed the save.
Which I assume is half. So okay, so he still only takes 23, but doesn't have to use his spell slot.
Well, no, he'll take now a quarter damage because not only is he resistant. Oh no, yeah, 23. Never mind. Yeah.
23.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm trying to keep up.
He still goes down to 90.
So 23 damage, takes damage. Here you go. His sheet has been updated for the damage.
Yeah. He's at 90. Audience is gonna protect, use his reaction. So it's about to be his turn anyway. He's gonna use his reaction to shield Oranak, so Oranak takes 0 damage.
Which Ohunak is very grateful. Because he doesn't have the most hit point of all.
The most HP. Terry will take half. I don't know what Terry's max HP is at.
Well, because it's a shield guardian that he has, the shield guardian has 142 hit point.
Okay, so the shield guardian just took also 20.
23 damage because.
Yeah. And then audience is going to take 0 because I popped the diamond.
Yes, you have immunity to lightning. Which means now the wizard probably can see that your body had 0 reaction to the lightning strike. So, he's not going to do the same mistake twice.
Nope. But we'll take it on the initial round.
Yeah. All
No,
right.
please, use another 6th level spell slot.
Oh. What does that mean? Oh, that means that the...
Oh, does this make my speed higher? Oh, it does let me bonus it.
Alright. Which means the next one in the initiative is... That was the wizard. Wizard used a spell. He's very good where he is, so he doesn't need to move. No bonus action comes with this, which means it goes to audience with 17.
Okay. Audience is just going to use his dash. He's going to go 5, 10.
Well, you've got an enemy that's in range. You do not need the dash.
Yeah, I'm going to dash.
Okay.
We're going to get up to... I think that's J15.
Oh, jeez.
Because I have 60 feet of movement.
And... Oh, because you're flying. Okay,
Yeah, because I'm flying.
yeah. Okay. So J15. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I might have been off. It might have been 14.
14, yeah.
Yeah, 14. Cool. And then bonus action, we will pop potion of healing. ET4 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 20. Nice little 20 plus 8, so 28.
All right.
And that is... Yep, and then I'll just sit there, still have my reaction. That is audience's turn.
All right. Which means it's Terry. Well, usually Fisher
Tells him what to do.
tells Terry what to do, so I don't
know what the mech gives Terry, to be honest.
You don't tell me what to do, Dad.
Can Terry do acid damage? Does Terry have any acid spells? 'Cause I'll just say Terry has
he's
acid
he's got a cantrip that does acid damage.
Oh.
Acid splash.
Does he have anything bad?
Not acid, but he does have disintegrate.
Disintegrate. But I don't know if the Reavers can still heal that. But I guess we don't know anything about the...
They didn't
Well, unless I'm misunderstanding...
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless I'm misunderstanding the mechanics, I think it's mostly just the acid and the fire are the things that are required to turn their regeneration off for a set period of time.
The exact wording the first time that you got is that as long as there is something to be brought back, then the damage is not permanent. Meaning that unless there was something added, there is a strong chance that disintegrate will do permanent damage. Not a guarantee, but a strong chance. Or, and Terry is smart enough to do this.
You could also hit the big guy, because we don't know anything about the big guy.
Well, here's one thing. Terry is smart enough to say this to Fisher. The skin will regenerate quickly unless it takes fire damage. He does have immolate.
Yes. But we already had done the fire damage to the first...
Yes, but the skin regenerates fast, that you were told. So once the skin regenerates, he will once again be immune to acid damage. But immolate, if the creature fails his save, is ongoing fire damage.
It's ongoing. That is true. Yeah, that seems not bad. Terry will... I think because we already did fire damage to the first one, for now he'll just immolate the second one.
Okay. Base level?
Yeah, base level.
Oh, 2 M's.
And then he'll move up. How much does the max move speed have?
Shield Guardian can move 30 feet.
30. He'll move up to N and 8. Just right behind Fisher.
Here you go. Immolation. Immolation cannot be upcast. Sorry, I asked. So, you said you moved Terry where?
N8. Right behind Fisher.
Right behind Fisher.
And that's M. N8. On the other side.
On the other side.
One more up. Perfect.
Okay. It is a dexterity save. They do have a good dexterity. But Terry has a pretty hard to beat spell DC. Where did I write it? Here it is. Okay. And Grievers bonus of okay. Okay. Apparently it does work. It's a bit tight, but it does work. Which means it's... Yeah, it does work. Do you all have 4 or 5 proficiency right now? +5.
We currently have +5. Next
Plus
level
5,
would be
yeah.
+6.
Yeah, we have +5.
Okay. Which means it's 21. Then that, of course, save DC works perfectly with 21. Alright. So he absolutely fell. Well, he absolutely fails by 1, but still fails. Alright, so the series save takes 8d6.
Fire.
It's 5, 6, 7, 8. For the spell duration. And he does use one spell point to reroll lower ones, but that's 3, that's 4. Okay. He could roll up to 6, re-roll up to 6 dice. So, there we go. Didn't increase a whole lot, but $30 points of fire damage, and it has ongoing burning. So he used that on the northern one. So now he is burning. And took 30 points of damage. Okay. All right. That is Terry. Ohonak.
Fisher's a little hurt. That's probably the lowest person on our team right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get too close, but...
Nope, that would make sense.
So, he'll go here. No, he needs to do a full heal. Not a heal, just a good cure wound. So he needs to be close to Fisher. He doesn't like it too much, but that's how. Oh, is that Fisher telling us that he'll actually?
50 minutes.
50 minutes. So he'll be there right after the break. Okay.
Or close around there, yeah.
What was I saying? Healing. Okay. So he's going to... Well, first of all, 6 points of healing from the Aura of Vitality. So let's add this to his sheet. 6 for that, and a cure wound, which will give him Albunak has a 25 points of healing from a cure wound. That was a really good roll. And 25. All right. So that was... Okay, that's all of his movement. That's all he can do. All right. Well, this takes us at the end of the initiative. All right. It was mostly a movement round. All right. starting at the top of the initiative with Remy.
I don't know. Should I try laying on more of the fire or focus on other things?
So right now, the northern one is burning from immolation.
Both its fires is down right now. Right now, they'd both be on acid to do damage below the shell. We don't know anything about the big guy yet, so you could also try and hit him and see what he does.
Your passive insight does tell you one thing, is that right now the big one is holding back, as in he's observing all of your tactic. So maybe he didn't... You can't even be sure that he moved his entire movement range.
Yeah, I might hit the big one with something. I don't know, though. Up to you. I feel like Fisher can actually deal pretty well with the Grievers. Also, we can just get lucky and he could one-shot a Griever. I don't know if that's going to be true for any of the other enemies. I assume him and the wizard probably have legendary resistances to not get one shot by the Vorpal Hammer.
The moment they have legendary actions, they're immune to being beheaded.
Yeah, legendary actions is what I'm saying. It's possible the other two have legendary actions.
I mean, I could try slowing them down.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think especially since most of my damage is going to be healed anyway, I figure I can at least try to make it easier to deal with them. So I am going to try casting slow on those three creatures.
Okay. What is the DC? Save?
Oh, hold on, before I do that.
Yes.
Mostly because I have to make sure I do this for... specifically for the one who can still see me. I'm first going to use my bonus action to... hide myself a bit, more in the pillar.
Okay.
There's a reason.
Okay.
That's gonna be... What was my stealth again? Plus 15. Alright, so that's going to be a 30 on stealth. And then I use slow.
Okay.
I don't know if 30 is enough to beat that creature's passive perception. But at the very least, the other two are going to be rolling at disadvantage due to my arcane trickster ability.
Okay. Interesting.
And if I'm hidden from the last one, then they're also rolling it at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, as you surmise, the Grievers do not see you. So, and what is the DC?
My DC, I actually have to check because it increased recently. I'm pretty sure it is... 18.
18, right. One fail, one success. The one who succeeded rolled an 18 and a 17 on the dice. That's without the bonuses that they have for dexterity. The other one...
Oh, no, not dexterity, wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, slow is a wisdom save.
Okay, and you said your DC was?
It is an 18. So
18?
they have disadvantage, and they're rolling a wisdom save.
It's still 19, so it's the result is the same. One fail, one success.
Is it the north one?
The north one has succeeded. The south one has failed.
Then I'll silver barb the one so that they have to roll one more time.
Okay.
And then
it is just enough. 19, 15, which means you beat.
Right.
So these two are
they're slowed.
slowed.
So their speeds are reduced by half. Their armor classes are reduced by 2. It's like they could also only make one attack if they have multiple attacks. They can't take reactions. That includes legendary actions, by the way. At least for the Grievers, you didn't tell me anything about the third one, the oddball.
Yeah. All right. Prototype rolled way too low, but he does have legendary resistance, so he will burn one off to succeed that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. So the third one is not affected. Okay.
Got a legendary resistance down. We'll take it.
Then... Sorry, remind me who the NPC token is again?
Civ.
Civ.
Is that the wizard? Oh, that's Civ, okay.
The wizard is
Wizard's
the
all the way to the,
green
Wizard's all the way in the
monster.
Oh, yeah, okay, he is the green M. Yeah, okay, I see him now. I mean, honestly, I think I'll just stay where I'm at for now. Like, oh, and I'm gonna give the advantage to.
Give it to Fisher, because if he can get a nat 20, we can just take a Griever out of the fight automatically.
You know what? Sure. It's like Fisher can have an advantage roll.
Yeah. Give him an extra roll and a nat 20, and we can get one of these Grievers out. Just auto.
So yeah, they are now at least easier to hit, even if we don't get a nat 20. So there's that.
Yeah.
Right. It would be... Okay, here you go. Okay, creature and object are magical. Okay, the intent is for him. All right. Sorry, I missed movement. Did you move?
No, I decided to stay still.
Okay. All right. Well, the prototype 825 does have legendary action, just like the first prototype. They're countermeasures, but since he wasn't affected by the spell, he doesn't have any countermeasures to use. So, Remy,
Awkward.
you notice a moment of frustration in the eyes of the machine. It's one of those weird moments where he's looking at this, and if he hadn't used his ability, then he wouldn't have been able to use the countermeasure. But now that he used it, he doesn't need to use the countermeasure.
Oh, he's having healer problems basically. So I have nothing to do because nobody's hurt.
Yeah, basically.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, no. I mean, some people have all the bad luck. Alright, I'm just gonna reverse them to indicate that they're slowed, so it's easy to remember. Alright. Which means we go down to the next one initiative, which is the new one. Prototype 825. Prototype 825 will go toward the mass of people. So you'll go. Does he actually go there? Does he actually go there? I think it would be fair. Yeah, he goes there. He's gonna try and stun a whole group of people. He discharged the stun field that you are all very familiar with. And I completely forgot that the first one, I just copy and pasted the ability of the first one. It's 80 feet, meaning everyone on the battlefield. Which is not a construct, makes a Constitution saving throw. 80 feet. Does that reach Jeremy? Alright. Yep. Everyone makes a Constitution save. I will go for Ohunak.
Wait, we're a whole map, like everyone on the map? It's one wave that comes out and around?
Yes, it's a pulse, like a breath weapon. He's not going to be able to attack anyone else this turn, which means he doesn't need to move all the way down. He doesn't need to...
Unfortunately, I don't think anyone's in my aura.
No, you're too far away.
That is
not that high level.
Yeah. That is unfortunate.
Soon.
Okay. That. Fisher gets a... Fisher already has a good con save, though. Yeah, Fisher is a plus 11.
He also gets advantage since, well, this is the first save that came up.
Yeah.
Although, wait, didn't he also say non-construct?
Technically, Fisher's a humanoid.
I think
it's just like sometimes we go back and forth on how much of a construct he is.
I
so.
think he will be okay. He rolled a 30 on his con save.
Yes, he is okay.
I think he'll be alright. He's not the one I'm worried about.
No, I call him a construct, but mechanically speaking, he's always been a humanoid. At least that's what I think he knows.
Audience. I'm gonna roll for audience.
Almost in that 27.
27 is enough.
Audience also rolled a 27.
You're all so mean to me. It's so frustrating. Audience roll for Terry.
What's his con save?
Terry.
I assume it's also low.
Yeah, because he's so small. -2.
Does he have to roll nat 20? I assume he probably has to roll nat 20 to hit this.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't.
Alright. So... This means Terry gains 1 point of exhaustion and Arunak gain 1 point of exhaustion. Audience, you said you rolled a?
27. I passed.
27, you passed. Exactly. Alright. You're so mean to me. Last fight, you kept rolling 24s. So, I said, well, I'm not gonna make the DC 22 like the last one. And now you just start rolling 26s. Come on. You're just mean to me. You know, it hits me here. Alright, that's initiative 24, which means we go down to initiative 23 with the Grievers. The Grievers are slowed. Do they get a save when
They get a repeat save at the end of their turn.
At the end of their turn, okay. Now they have half speed. Which means they've gone down to... okay. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, it can only attack once if it has multi-attack, and it can't use an action and a bonus action on the same turn.
Right.
It does a lot of things they can't do, but...
Well, that's frustrating because the only person that they can attack now is Fisher and Terry, so they're gonna have to attack Fisher and Terry. And even so, they can only attack each one of them once. Right. We have a 25 to attack Terry. Even I'd increase the armor on the shield guardian, but not to that point. So it goes through for Terry, and there's a natural 20 for Fisher.
Fisher will... How many spells? He will silvery barbs that. I think he still says reaction.
Does he? Yes. He didn't use...
He didn't use absorb elements.
That's right.
Because he used to.
So, in that case, it is a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
That will hit. Well, at least it's not a natural 20. Alright, and it is only one attack. Alright. Terry takes 26 points of damage. Okay. And Fisher takes 28 points of damage. Of magical piercing damage. So those are the Grievers, their movement, their action. The skin on the lower one has regenerated, so he is once again that's not 476 points of damage, that's 76. Alright, he is once again immune. However, the one that is on Northern one, when is Immolate? On their turn or Terry's turn? So burns visualization. The burn target sheds red light. At the end of each of its turn, the target repeats the saving throw. So it must be on their turn because so 8d. I lost it.
86.
8d6. Oh, that's not a lot of damage. And he can't re-roll those. Well, 27 points of damage.
Still good. Still probably takes down the shield.
Well, because there is ongoing burning, it means he's still vulnerable, but this one hasn't taken any acid damage, so.
Yeah.
And that is another fail, so he does not... The fire does not extinguish. Alright. 27 on round 2. Alright. Those are the Grievers. Civ. Alright. Civ charges the mage. He takes out both of his blade and rams them into the shield. Does the shield withstand? Civs. Hold on. Civ has... No, it is not enough. Okay. The barrier holds, and not only that, when he shoves both of his blade on the barrier, there is a discharge of energy that moves from the barrier and right into him. It follows his blades and goes right into his body. Whatever clothes he was wearing frays themselves into unperceivable bits in a matter of seconds. And you can hear in his voice just a as he tries to endure that. But not only that, the beam of energy doesn't just go through the blades in his body. They come out the other side of the body and hits the wall all the way to the other side at C13. So barrier sort of creates a barrier. Do I have something for you guys? Are you able to see this? Alright. We'll use... It's gonna be a bit weird, but for you, we'll use the Jork's token. No, it's gonna give the same impression for Remy, something he doesn't like. Can I just use... Yeah. No. Alright, just so that you know what I'm talking about, the discharge of energy just keeps going behind him and hits the wall. A blast like this cannot be endured for very long. But that is the only way you have of going through the barrier right now. So that is Civ's turn. Which means audience.
Alright. Audience is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Exactly right in front of the wizard.
Okay.
Seeing how this energy comes out, he's actually going to position himself that if the beam goes all the way back to the far wall, it's also going to hit the other big guy behind him.
You want to strike the shield?
Yes.
Okay.
I yeah. Alright, that's going to be 2 attacks. I think over 30 will hit. I hope over 30 will hit.
Yes, it will hit.
Okay, that's going to be... plus 2d10. Plus an 8. It didn't pop up the damage. Did it? Dash, can I see the log? Game log. Oh, 18. Okay. 18 plus 18. The first attack is going to do 28, 36 damage to the barrier.
Alright. So you're basically attacking the barrier in 2 different ways. You would damage Civ with an attempt at dispelling it.
No. I'm just attacking the barrier.
Yeah.
No, yeah. 36.
So that's what I'm saying. You're both trying to overwhelm the barrier with 2 different ways. You're trying to do damage into it, and Civ is trying to dispel it.
Technically, I could also be trying to dispel it because of the actions of my sword. But, because it technically has a dispel magic on it. But, as well. Depends if you would allow me to try and dispel it with my sword. Because it has a dispel magic on it.
You can. It's gonna be a disadvantage. The roll.
I'll see. Probably not then, because that's not gonna be enough with disadvantage. But I'll still do the 38 damage to it.
Yeah. And what was
On
the
that hit.
dispelling attempt?
Oh, 7 plus... I don't know what it was. The spell... Seven plus something. But I don't think it's enough.
You're gonna overtax Onak with this.
I'll let you know if my number is real high, and then I'll figure it out. When I roll a 7 on the dice, I'm not even going to worry about it.
Audience. You said you made yourself immune to lightning damage?
I did make myself immune to lightning damage, yes.
Alright.
Very purposefully.
It's a very good thing. Because that thing is made to pierce through immunities, transforming it into resistance. Which means instead of taking 98 points of lightning damage, it hits you like a dragon's breath weapon. It instead does 49 points of damage as this energy bursts into your body and just keeps going.
What if I also have resistance to lightning?
It's made to go under it. It basically reduces everything by 1 level. The resistance is nullified. Immunity becomes resistance.
Gotcha.
However...
I should hit the other big guy, though, which was my plan.
And it is an interesting plan.
How much damage was it? Sorry, it was 40.
49 points of lightning damage.
Oh, wait, I have 10.
This one. No, it's in... Jeez Louise. Well, it'll bounce off the barrier, but, you know, okay. Alright. He makes a save, and he makes the save. Which means... he has taken a little bit of damage. And
Cool,
this
second
is,
attack.
This is a second attack. You sure you want to do this every single time?
Until the bear goes down.
It's gonna hurt really fast.
Second attack is another plus 2d10. 16 plus another... Wait, I have to look at the log. What was the first roll? 16 plus 16. Another 32 damage to the barrier. I will make a dispel roll for you. That one I will figure out because I rolled pretty high. It's when you guys pull up for that many effects. It's DC. DC was 10 plus the spells level.
Tell me
And I
how
get
much you
17.
roll.
Choose one.
Because the
Yeah,
thing
that's
that you don't know is that
An
this
ability check, yes.
this barrier is being fed by an entity which was held from becoming a god.
Yes.
So
That is
how much did you roll?
So I get +5. No, plus DC plus that plus that. So that is a 24. On dispel it.
Interesting.
Because I don't think I get my proficiency to it, correct?
No, it's
It's DC 10 plus the spell's level.
yeah.
And then whenever on the target make an ability check using your spell casting ability. Oh, spell casting ability. What is my spell casting ability? That's different. I thought I just got +5.
It'll be a +5 if it's your charisma. Oh, I'm saying. Wait, is your charisma maxed out?
Yeah, it's +5. Yeah, no, I'm correct. It's just a 24. 24 is no, I'm correct. 24. It doesn't.
All right. Interesting. Well, it's not. Oh yeah, that's right. The backlash of energy spilling out from this.
Which will again hit the big guy. The big guy's gonna get hit twice.
So I'm adding this one. I don't have enough d12, so I'm fusing dice together to free 2 dice. Okay. So
And it was another 32 damage through that way of trying to break it. I don't have any reaction, do I? No, I do not.
you take 36. The grand total. That's the divided total.
Yeah, 36.
36 points of lightning damage, and he takes. That's easy to count. Okay. Ah, this is such a weird combination of things. But, alright, so. It is both a joyous time and a time for mourning. Because you hit the barrier once, your sword tries to dispel it, it doesn't work. You are hit by a backlash of energy that hits the creature at the end. You try to hit it again. You hit the barrier. The backlash of energy hits you. It hits the guy behind it. And this is where there's the element that someone told you you were missing and you forgot to plan for. But it does make the wizard nervous, because the second attack seems to make the barrier buckle for a brief moment. It flickers. Actually, Oh. Civ is in contact with the barrier.
He is. His swords were inside of it when it happened.
Oh, wow.
Well, then I feel like we have to be strict here, because unless audience is touching the swords, I feel as though Civ should be fine.
No. That's not at all what I had in mind. Because there's a reason why Civ can actually do what he says and audience can't. Because here's what happens. And honestly, good lord, I was not expecting that. This fight is supposed to be so much worse and so much longer and so much more horrible. But it's not gonna be. Because here's the thing. Audience, you strike the barrier and the barrier buckles. And you see it flicker off for a brief moment. And immediately the barrier starts regenerating because you also have to break the concentration of the mage in order for the barrier to not instantly reappear. But Civ was prepared for that. And that is the whole reason why he had only one attack, even though Krill has a reaction. Because he's waiting for that moment. The moment his blade pierced through. It happens so fast. And it is both good and bad. Because you can almost say what happens next. You've heard it before. Civs looks at you for a brief moment. And he says, "Don't waste this." And you hear him yell, "Krill! Detonate!" And you just see a flash of blue light. A deafening shriek. And when the light disappears, Civ and Krill are gone. But the mage took such massive damage from the explosion. Both of his hands are burnt, and his concentration is broken.
Okay. Then I have no idea what this does. Whose turn is it next? I don't have the initiative order in front of me, so.
It's the wizard. If he can't bear through the pain of what he just took as damage, then he spends an entire turn without being able to cast.
Alright. Audience, as a reaction, is going to toss the anti-magic bomb. He's going to use his reaction, and he's going to toss the anti-magic bomb to Remy, because I think Remy is the first one of us who comes up next.
No, Remy has just used his. You just attack. So the next one in the initiative...
Oh, I don't know. Who's up?
The next one in the...
After the wizard.
Oh, wow. The next one in the initiative is Terry.
Alright, Terry gets the bomb. Set off the bomb, Terry!
I'm perfectly fine with giving a child a bomb.
Terry, go long!
I'll give you an athletics roll. I'm throwing it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'm throwing it 30 feet. I'll give you an athletics to throw the bomb 30 feet.
Go ahead.
Yeah, someone needs to get audience's quarterback for their team. That's a 31 on my athletics though to pinpoint throw this bomb to a mech.
No, with a 30, it's fine. Now, can he catch it?
I'm putting it right into his chest. Look at his mech catch it. It's more than... Well, actually, he has telekinesis, right?
Yes, that's why I was trying to look at his...
Yeah. use telekinetic
spell
power.
attack. Because I'm using the spell attack as a bonus to his dexterity instead of his dexterity bonus. So and good lord, thank God I did that, because it would have been a 0. But it is a 15, which, you know, I'm sure that a lot of quarterbacks have caught perfectly placed balls with a 14. So Terry has the bomb in his hand. Oh, good lord. I don't even need to roll. Even here's what I was about to say. I don't even need to roll. The barrier, if you put it up as I wrote it, takes an action to cast, and it appears at the beginning of the wizard's next turn. So he's gonna spend a turn without a barrier, even after rolling an actual 20, to be able to not be stunned by the damage that he took. So he starts casting again. First of all, he is completely bewildered, looking at both his hand, burnt nearly to a crisp. You can almost hear the skin cracking as he's closing his hands, and uses all of his concentration to start casting again. You see the energy just go. But, you know, I didn't make it completely impossible for you to succeed, so I still gave you a turn to try to do this, which means it's the next one in initiative. Terry goes. Terry.
Here's a question. Oh.
Yes.
Well, that answered my
Oh, goodness.
my question was actually going to be like, should we take the break now so audience can see? So Fisher, not audience, I'm audience. So Fisher can see what happens. But
Well,
anyway,
he can be
she's
proud.
here now.
Yeah.
Anyway, quick recap, Fisher. This last turn, audience hit the barrier twice, which his electrical field apparently turns immunity to resistance and resistance to negative, so I took a bajillion damage, but was able to get the barrier to flicker, or buckle. Civ, because he was in contact with it and it was holding his reaction for if the barrier went down, self-destructed. Pretty sure he's dead, don't know. He's not here anymore.
Shit.
Self-destructed on the wizard to basically make it so the wizard broke concentration so he couldn't resummon the barrier and take 1 billion damage. The wizard nat 20'd his concentration to not be stunned, but we still have a round until the shield comes back up. And I tossed on my reaction the bomb to Terry, and now it's Terry's turn and he has the anti-magic bomb.
And is about to throw it on the wizard.
So that's where we're at. Oh, and then there are also some grievers and a big dude doing things. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being annoying. Oh, the beam also comes out in a line. That's why there's a line there. So I did, when I also took 1 billion damage, did at least do a decent amount of damage to the other big guy because I had the beam go through me all the way to the other side of the room through him as well.
And I'm pretty sure.
That's what's happened.
So, Terry moves the 25 feet. Because the two grievers are slowed, they can't take their reaction. So he doesn't take a attack of opportunity when he leaves them. He moves the entire 20 feet. Then, because he's holding the ball with telekinesis, so technically he's holding it, uses Misty Step to cover the remaining distance and just shoves the ball on the head of the mage. Well, it blows, of course. The explosion hit and spreads really hard everywhere. It covers the entire room very easily. Completely shuts off the three machines. Fisher, you'd need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I know why. That makes sense.
Well, that's not a good start.
It's okay. You have all your luck points up that you haven't used yet from last
So
fight.
1.
So 1.
I do also have Indomitable.
You do also have an Indomitable.
That is... Let me just check what Indomitable...
Indomitable just gets you.
Indomitable is if I fail, so I can decide.
You can ask if it fails.
Yeah. So that is a 20 after everything.
All right. The shock waves hurts. It stuns as if someone just punched you in the solar plexus really hard, but does not shuts you down. It would not have been a permanent shutdown. It would just have been a temporary because you are more alive than not. But it does gives you a good dizzy spell, and if you could breathe, would have that moment of but, you know. All of your magical objects also shuts down. You lose contact with them for a brief moment. So right now, audience, your sword is just a sword.
Just a great sword, yet.
But it's not
It's a pretty great sword.
It's not a dispelling field, it's a magic nullification field. So technically, whenever you all leave, everything should go back to normal, but yeah.
Yep, that was what the assumption was, yeah.
So all of your magical objects suddenly become normal. Remy? Could you roll a... No, I'm the one who should probably do this. It's a D6, huh?
Well, I assume if all of our magics are shut off, Remy becomes visible, but...
Oh, no, that's not what it's because Remy has a hidden dagger in his beak, so it just, boom, retains its normal shape. But I rolled a 1, so you take 1 point of damage from the dagger just reappearing in your mouth. You're muted.
I was like, oh, it's a good thing I have a pretty long mouth anyway.
Yeah.
That's probably why you only took 1 point
Your
of
mouth
damage.
is dagger shaped, so...
Frankly, it's weird that people don't look there more often.
The shield guardian shuts down. Terry falls to the ground. His magic is not working right now.
His suit probably also shut
That's
down.
so the shield guardian just shut down. But you see the wizard. He was concentrating on the spell and just got boom, and poof, and you see the energy that was gathering in his hand just go.
You know what I love about wizards with no spells and no weapons? They're just regular ass guys.
With just a little bit more hit point.
Audience, it's not with the Holy Avenger Board, but still, just staring this guy down with the massive greatsword. Like, I'm okay with these terms.
Arunak would love to finish the fight. Unfortunately, all he can do are magical spells. So right now, he's just looking at all of you going, I can't do anything.
Fine.
Yeah, he tries to run to try and hit him, but
Smack him with your branches, Sornak.
that was his intention. But he only has 25 feet, so he can only move 50 feet, which brings him to here.
Audience is right in
you were
front
in
of him.
front.
The lines, I assume, are gone.
Yeah. We go. Terry is out of his suit, so he's small again.
Is he out of his suit, or is his suit just crumpled on the ground?
No, he misty step outside of his suit to
Yeah,
finish
so
covering the
his suit's
distance.
Like, his suit's just 30 feet back. Got you. His suit's crumpled in a corner 30 feet back.
Yeah. Orinak is running. You see him running with both hands raised, but he can't cover the full distance.
Smack him, Warnak. Smack him with your branches, buddy.
He can't cover the distance, so that's his initiative, which means we go back to the top of the initiative. Remy, how do you want to kill a bastard wizard?
Shoot him, Remy. Shoot him with your fucking bow.
Good shot.
Well, I can't. Well,
Not
That
shot.
specifically, I can't use that specific bow.
Nope. We gotta go back to the basics.
But I still have non-magical weapons.
Mhm.
It's like, so I think I can bonus action fly to reach him. Like, how many squares is that away now?
No magical object is working right now.
Okay, excuse me, running. I can still run.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
run.
You are...
He's Naruto
You're
running in it. It feels
5,
like
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could get up to like H11 without dashing. Or 5, 10. No, you can't move diagonal, right? 5, 10. Or can you move diagonal?
I allow diagonal movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so you could get up to H11. Be the closest you could get.
Which would put me how far away from him?
That's 30 feet of movement.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet.
So
Okay,
you
then...
use 30 feet of movement, and it gets you to H11.
Okay, then that means that I could use... Then I could
Bonus action
dash as a bonus action.
Yep, dash is a bonus action.
Alright, which puts you at H17, which means you are something like 12 feet away from him.
Yeah, you're 10, 11, 12, 15 feet, basically.
It's diagonals, that's why I said 12, but it counts as 10.
So you know what? I think I'm just gonna throw a dagger at his eye. I can do that.
All of the magical object that he had to increase his AC are not working right now, so... Did you roll? Can you roll below 13 for your attack?
Without a magical
Technically-
weapon, probably. Barely. But
Technically, I mean, I can roll below a 13, but I
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. You still have your... You have 2 allies in front of him, so you're technically
Yep,
throwing your dagger with advantage. So... Let's go, man.
And you can still do your sneak attack damage.
Yeah, because that's not magical.
I mean, it's magical to me. That's gonna be 45 piercing, straight to the eyeball.
Oh, baby. Pierce that common man's eyeball.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I recognize that it's just flavor. It's like, but you know, I feel like if I wanted to remember this pain, it should probably be on one of his more sensitive organs.
Yeah, because...
No,
that's
it's
how-
good. Take out his eyes. Blind him.
It's like, try reading your spell book now with just one eye.
Alright, so...
Worst part is, like, one eye is far-sighted and one eye is nearsighted. So I'm hoping
that no matter what he does, it'll always be difficult. And you said you did 40...
45 piercing. See, guys, this is why I keep, like, a bunch of daggers around.
Remy, I will repeat my question. How do you want to kill this bastard wizard?
I mean, I'm not changing my answer. It's like,
Okay.
I throw the dagger aiming straight for his eye. Unfortunately/fortunately, the blade sunk a bit further than he thought, and it actually pierced right into his skull, right into his brain.
Yep, that's basically it. He is flash frozen with this stare of terror, of bewilderment at his spell having been removed, at his vulnerability, at him realizing that he's about to be attacked by people who actually know how to use swords, and then suddenly... It feels like the perfect position for some other adventurer to find the skeleton one day with a dagger in his eyes, with his jaw open like this.
Man, what's this guy's story?
All right. Audience
Well-
is going to try and see what happened to Civ. If this guy's
All right,
dead.
well, first we'll go on the break.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, man, you guys was at the break yet.
What
No,
even is a
it was
break?
funny. You were about to join. I was like, we should do the break so then Fisher can be here for what's about to happen. But then you
Especially
joined,
since
so it's like-
Terry was about to be one of the MVP of this fight. So.
Uh-huh.
I am also
Also-
okay because it's already 10:25. Just skipping the break and then wrapping it up, since I don't know how late Fisher can stay up, and now that the fight's probably over, we just have to do some wrap up stuff.
Okay, sure, I can
up to y'all.
probably... I can probably add a a short break in the editing. But we did start half an hour late compared to usual, so we'd still have at least a
Then we take the break, and then we have play for like 15 more. I don't know. I mean, it's up to. It's just, but
no, it's really up to you. Like I said, because this one is going directly to YouTube, I can easily. Well, I can skip the break completely because usually the break only lasts 5 seconds on YouTube. So.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really stay past 11. So.
yeah.
All
So
right.
let's just do the wrap up. All
right then.
right. Anyway, I'm trying to see.
You gotta wrap it before you tap it.
Anyway, our boy Civ blew himself up. I need to see what happened with that.
Is there anything left?
I'm at least willing to bet money. I'm willing to bet money that right now he is in the dark plane. Or the shadow plane, excuse me.
Here's what we know before. We know that he did have Krill blow up before, and while Kriv was heavily damaged, he was somewhat okay. He had Krill blow up again, so we'll have to see what happened.
Well, the thing is, you don't know what he used the first time.
I don't know what he used.
So that is...
I'm just trying to see if there's any remnant of him, basically, that we can do anything with.
Well... Because all of this happened within 6 seconds. The end of a wizard happening inside of 6 seconds. Not a lot actually had time to happen. You did this. The spell went off. It deactivated any magical thing that was in the room and probably the walls, and it went into the corridors. So as you turn around, wondering where Civ is, you notice that Arunak is slowly petrifying because once his seed is torn off, he only has one turn before he is completely petrified, and so now, now, his seed is inactive.
Audience will grab the acorn before he fully petrifies.
So he's disappearing, but as you're scanning the room to see if Civ is there, there is a rumbling. There are flashes of light appearing right outside of this room. Because it's a balcony. You remember, there's a small place where you can walk and go up, where you could place your beacon. There's flashes of energy, and it looks like a reverse lightning. It is forming right outside of the balcony, and suddenly it feels like everything is being sucked in. You almost fall over because it got sucked in. And as the air seems to return normally, there's a brief moment where you hear, seemingly from everywhere at once, very efficient. I could not have done it without you. The second trophy has been stolen. The will of an unbreakable mind. When he said, "Don't waste this," that was his last will.
Man, how do you bottle that?
With what your enemy, the hunter, had stolen from the forest, from the village, consumed by the druid, the ability to lock the potential of a moment. And because he placed it outside of the tower, it was not affected by the bomb when it exploded. The hunter has been preparing this for years. You need to be really smart if you want to outsmart him. Each and every single trophy you've had, I've been preparing this since you started this campaign. He's been observing you, learning your abilities, learning more about how you think, so he can place his traps, his moments, to steal those things from under your nose since you started. But, to be fair, each one of those has been prepared, and I have not altered them in the last year of your gameplay. And I do not intend to change them. So, it is possible to outsmart him. You're just going to have to really, really, really think about it.
Okay. Civ's gone to...
It's a crater. Literally a small crater. There's a depression in the floor, a good feet inside of the floor.
Okay. I guess the next thing audience would look at then is if the tower has stopped firing at the allies.
Hold on.
If the anti-magic field shut down like the majority of the tower.
Hey, it did not change anything. Cool. Okay.
And Fisher would run over and just fully... I know it's got a dagger in it, but just kind of finish the job with this wizard's head.
Vorpal ball him.
Taking any chance.
Skull.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances for when magic comes back. In case he's got some weird ass.
It did say the bomb was going to have like a semi-permanent effect for a while if it went off. So the area it shut down is probably going to stay shut down for a while. But
just be safe.
But be safe is fair.
I don't know if you have the same expression in English, but in French we do say twist the blade in the wound. Why don't you twist the blade in the wound, huh? So yeah, you just keep twisting and twisting and twisting in his skull, and there is this reflex of his jaw. Every time you twist it, you see the jaw close slightly and then open, and then open again. Remy, it looks like he's making the wizard laugh. In your mind, you can hear the laugh. Ha, 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 ha. The tower has fallen silent. There's a will that seems to have left everything here. As you're looking around, wondering how you can possibly reach out to all of your friends, because you need even your devices.
I need an orb.
The orb were made with materials from your world. This is why you can take them outside of the garden, meaning that they have been affected by the spell.
Yep.
After maybe a few minutes, people start arriving. Members of the garden, and
we're gonna loot the wizard before all the other people come in to grab the loot. I'd like to put that.
Smart.
We're taking that. We did the job. They can get some of the other stuff.
All right. It's probably when Sachet arrives that there is the greatest reaction. There's maybe 24 people arriving with her. Each one of them is bloody. Each one of them is tired, afraid. They're all panting severely, heavily. You get the impression that for them it's just been an ordeal and they've been running and running and running. But they all freeze when they see you around the wizard. Maybe it's because he's dead. Maybe because he's naked because you also took his robes. You're not sure. And I don't know why, Sam, but your camera is having so much difficulty focusing on you. It's just a blur.
I think because the light got changed.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
It's trying to focus on the light, and okay, that's better.
Oh, it focused on me for a second. Kind of.
Okay. Yeah. She looks at all of you for a brief moment. She says, Is it over?
The wizard's dead, but Civ was freed, but he didn't make it. He sacrificed himself, taking out the wizard, or making sure that his shield would stay on long enough that we could activate the bomb.
Oh. I'm glad he could die in peace, at least.
Yeah.
What now?
Well,
I need to go downstairs.
yeah. Honestly, I have no way to coordinate with any of our forces. I assume they're all right now. The tower's shut down, but I don't know what's happening with the portal or the Nafton, so it's just reconvening everyone and kind of figuring out, picking up the pieces and regathering everybody, and we'll figure it out from there once we get everyone together. But for now, I'm going to make my way down the tower and see who can still be helped, if anyone's hurt. I don't know in this anti-magic went off, if any of the tower fell apart, if someone, and then making our way down to the bottom with the portal. And I think Fisher has business down there, and just kind of seeing who's left and who's alive. If you want to, you can start gathering people up here. We'll tell them to send them up to the top floor. I'm sure the ships will figure out soon that the tower has stopped firing, so they'll probably start bringing in people towards the surface. We'll kind of start trying to gather everyone towards at the top of the tower, but we're gonna head down for now and see what we can do to help.
All right. I'll do that, and Oh, good Lord! There's so much. We have to be careful about some things. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to think about this. The guilds, the rebel movements, they're all gonna try and seize power.
They are. That's why we need to get our forces at the top of the tower first. Make a stand, kind of gain the position of power. Trust me, everyone's going to be hurt and weary after this. No one's going to want to keep fighting. But we need to show a strong front to make sure that they know we're in control.
Yes. You're probably right. That would probably be best. Okay.
If you can, try and get the ships. There's a balcony I'll point up at the top. You should be able to signal the ships. Try and get them to gather around the top. Maybe some of the other adventurers can come down to join you, just to make a stronger front. But get our ships to kind of gather around the top of the tower, and that should be a strong enough deterrent for anyone else starting any conflict, at least for now.
She turns around and she looks at the villagers who followed her. Find others, find survivors, find the guilds. Tell them that there's still something to be done. We should all meet back at the bottom, toward the first floor, the one that is at ground level. It is the best place to all meet. Tell them there are still dangers. We gotta be smart about this. We can't just start looting everything and trying to leave, otherwise we'll just repeat the same mistakes as always. Go! Some of them are kind of shocked, but especially you, audience, you recognize that kind of reaction. That kind of reaction that comes nearly as a reflex when someone managed to say something that touches you, because she just rolled persuasion and she 18 on the dice, and she has really good charisma. She is a warlock. So you see that reaction, order following, as if a high priest just told the new ones to run, and suddenly they just, okay, I have to run, and then they realize 5 minutes after, why are we running? I don't know, and he said run. That kind of reaction, and they just start running away.
Okay. I guess we will start. Actually, before we leave, I'll be like, Fisher. And I'll kind of point to the grievers. Then I'll be like, can you make sure those guys don't get back up in case the magic turns back on? I'll point to your acid vial and your maul. Can we break a bit? Get rid of the runes.
Without the magic, all I got is this little vial.
That is true. I guess we could use the vial, though, to erase the runes from the inside of their armor that we saw. That's how we know when they get back, get put back together.
I could try.
It's fine. Honestly, it's not the biggest worry. I think that the magics won't be coming back on anytime soon.
Why don't we got a balcony over here.
Oh yeah, sure. We're gonna have to lug Terry's thing anyway. Might as well lug them off the balcony while we're at it.
Yeah.
I guess we go and
The nice thing is
off.
they're in a bunch of small, easier to move pieces right now.
They are.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll say we spend 5 to 10 minutes before we leave dragging the 3 carcasses off, tossing them off the balcony down to the water.
Shay helps you do this, as you can see that she's a bit lost about this, and she's also using that time to try and figure out her next speech, because she's helping you, but she's helping you very distracted. And just as you're all about to get out of the room and go toward where the stairs are, Fisher, you feel a vibration in your chest. And it's not Terry. Is Fisher there? Okay, yeah. I was afraid I was talking to an empty chair. So, you feel this vibration in your chest. And it's not Terranad. It's unsettling, but it's also warm and inviting. However, what's happening probably becomes clear when Remy and audience and Sachet, you start feeling your mind racing as if reacting to the onset of paralyzing fear, but not quite. Fisher, inside of the room, you see this light starting to form. It grows stronger and stronger and stronger. And it adopts a humanoid form, not very defined, as if made of light. Instinctively, the word comes into your mind. Mother? As if whispered from your soul directly into your mind.
I will slowly approach it.
You make a few steps, and you notice that there is a surge of energy inside of it, and you hear it go, and you all feel this fear increasing and going back down. The figure looks at you, Fisher, and the voice is heard directly in your mind, all of you. But you know that it's talking to Fisher. Here, my son, you've heard my calls. I am so sorry about the life you led. But you are the first to witness this. Our kind will dream of you now.
Fisher kind of scratches his head. It's like super awkwardly. He's like, I mean, that's not necessary. But thank you. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't your fault. That was his fault. But he's, we got him. So, are you okay? Do we still need to get you out of something?
She breathes hard, strongly for a brief moment, just there. And you all feel that fear increasing in your mind and disappearing again. No. But I will not be able to hold the transformation for much longer. I'll need to leave to watch over all of you from where gods live. My consciousness has been evolving ever since the crash. The wizards of that time found me and thought they could use me as a power source. But all it did was give me more strength. It allowed me to be connected to every one of us. And I fed off everything that was lived. And I grew. But then one wizard realized that I could increase the strength of this spire by folds. And so they started taking more and more energy to keep me from making this evolution. The level of fear almost rose to a point of insanity in your mind when she started to breathe heavily like this. But it goes down back to normal. So I reached out. I used those moments where my energy was at its strongest. And I pushed consciousness out so that our kind may now enjoy what every sentient being can. A cycle of life, of birth, of living, experiencing, of having your life end and grow again and start anew. Your body may not have a limit so long as it is maintained, but you are not immortal. But never again will you have to fear your mind being twisted against your will. And she reaches out toward you. Do you move away?
No.
When she touches you, it feels as if everything inside of you consolidates, becomes stronger, more stable. You've never felt so complete in your entire life. You've always thought that you were living so precariously that just an incident on the plane where soul exists could be enough to just shatter your existence, but no more. You feel connected to your body now. And you hear her say, now, and for as long as I exist, that will be how your kind will be born. Like them. And she points toward Remy, Audience, and Sichet. Just with a different body. Your mind almost explode on that one. I need to go. Is there anything you'd like to ask before I have to leave?
Oh, fuck.
Lock in for 5 minutes.
I must go now. My people need me.
I think Fisher's a little stuck in the moment, and really
Yeah.
he just asks, what do you want me to do?
Live. You, your efforts, you and your friends have freed me. and I will become our first god. Your struggle, your unrelenting will to exist made you hold on to this body. And led you here to free me. You have given more to your kind than anyone else ever has.
That's not true. Civ did.
And so, I will make sure his soul can rest where I will go. If that is your wish.
I think it's no less than he deserves. Also, I don't really know how souls work, but if you could take Krill with him, they'd probably appreciate that.
Fisher, my son, I am about to become a god. Of course I can't grant you this.
Just when you get up there, be careful. There's some bad stuff brewing.
I will.
Oh shit, speaking of it, can you help?
Audience would probably be the one who would elbow you. It's a new deity. She doesn't have any followers. She's a minor god right now.
She's a minor god, yeah. I don't know. Audience is not getting in the middle of this conversation. He's like, I don't. He's like, I talk too many gods. Nope. This is Fisher.
Like, I'm all gutted out.
I'm good.
Absolutely gutted.
Audience
from
is talking
gods.
to all different gods all the time.
Yeah.
He seems casual about it.
Yeah, but this is slightly different. Even for you, audience, even though it's not your god, there's something special about this moment because this is the last moment an entity has amongst you without turning you completely insane. You are also witnessing the birth of a god. I mean, let's face it. You'll be the first paladin in maybe 5,000 world to see this happening. So
That is cool.
And then, the Kenku is just completely out of place in the whole affair. Just the Kenku rogue, just really zero stakes in the whole affair, really. It's,
cool. My friends find it cool. That I'm happy for them.
Let's just
Like-
say this
What
is
are
the
they
moment Rebby's just eluding the wizard. I'm talking to the gods. He's like, gotta make sure to secure the bag.
I mean, look, it's like we've all had some. Well, actually, yes, we all had bones to pick with wizards. It's like I don't think any of us are above looting their shit after we kill them.
No. It's just that there's something incredible and also completely ludicrous about the moment. Fisher is witnessing the birth of his first god, the god of his species, the creator of all sentient construct inside of the shattered continent. Audience is witnessing the birth of a god, and Remy's doing a full cavity search on the mage.
Oh, and you best believe though that that body is going to be burnt. It's just like to a crisp. It's like there will be
And
no
unloved.
remains for anybody to try to revive him in the future.
Okay.
This
All
man
right.
is not coming back. Remy will make sure of it.
So, Fisher, your god takes you in her arms. Embraces you with all the light she has before she vanishes to become a true god, the first of your kind, the one who created
Right.
you all.
After she disappears, he goes, "Wait, shit, what do I call you?"
I guess mom. I don't know.
Well, it's only going to give you a good excuse to visit Ganbu, because you're worshipping her, which means she has an idol now in his store.
I'll have to go find it.
All right. So,
Okay, mom.
Yeah, mom M.O.M.
Yeah.
if I gave
Oh, no,
out
no, hold on.
inspiration, I would. That was a nice one.
Oh, no, actually, I need to fit with the theme of this island. They're a Mom E unit.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
And that will be the first generation.
All right. I guess we make our way down the tower, but Fisher probably has to go to bed, so we'll do that next.
I really have to admit, I did not anticipate that fight to last so little. Because I did not think you would want to try and hit the barrier when you saw how much damage Civ was taking. But you did.
Yeah, because throughout this,
I don't think you know audience.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say throughout this campaign, you haven't stuck an impenetrable barrier in front of audience and not seen him hit it.
I felt like the damage he was taking was going to be a significant deterrent.
But I popped the gem, so I thought I was immune. And then even after that, I was still resistant.
Yeah. Still, it
There's
was
nothing
slowly
audience likes
disintegrating
more
him.
than both doing a shit ton of damage and then taking a shit ton of
Damage
Yeah.
at the same time.
Audience is quite literally using his head to solve problem. Like a ram.
And it
Hold on.
gets the job
And
done.
he's learned it works.
I mean, yeah. Oh. All right.
We all knew this was coming.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So,
I assume for out of game, I assume there was some loot that we can figure out another time.
yeah. Don't worry. And there's
Like, what are we gonna do with 3 robes of the Arch Magi?
I don't know, because I'm not going to use one. So,
But here's the thing: is right now you can't even identify them because magic does not work.
no.
And the only reason why this god was able to be with you right now is because there's a heavy dampening field. But even that was not enough to counter the birth of a god. So
Nope. Me or Fisher are gonna have to basically stick Terry's mechs on our backs and like lug it down this entire tower.
You say or. I think it's a both.
Yeah.
I think realistically that's a both.
Lug it out of the bounds of this tower, yeah.
or just outside of the field of the ball. After all, it probably, because it doesn't go outside of the walls. You know, the device which took the second trophy was outside. There's a strong chance that if you just carry it to the lower floor, it's gonna start working again.
Which is good, because it actually means we can still put a beacon on the top of the tower outside of the walls to teleport everyone out.
Yeah.
Which would have been a problem otherwise.
Yeah.
But
Also, I go grab Terry and put him on my shoulder before someone steps on him. Because
yes.
he's also kind of helpless without.
I might
me.
honestly put him in his box. I think he's kind of useless.
I can't. The box
It is magical,
is
so right now
not gonna
it's a
work
box.
Right now.
Oh, you're right. We're shut out of my dimensional storage forever.
Well, until you leave the floor.
It's going to be really awkward when we get down to 2 floors down. And, what's his name? The guy, Core's there, and he's like, I was having this great fight, and then the unit
Yeah. You guys
down.
ruined.
Then the unit just shut down in front of me. What the fuck, guys?
Well, there is an element which you could probably wonder is, would that bomb have affected Core's weapon? Because the rings on Core's weapon, because they are literally artifacts. So maybe he's one of the few inside the tower whose object is still working.
Or if it's not, he's also going to be pissed. So.
Yeah.
And he still has a lot of boons.
In all honesty, would that really have him stop the fight, though?
No.
No, he wouldn't stop the fight if his runes went down. I think he'd be more sad that the other guy literally just, like,
Stop fighting. Yeah.
What if he
Alright.
just takes him home, waits for him to turn back on? So he can
We
continue
just
to fight?
see
He's
Sam
just
carry
new
the
training
unit,
dummy.
like, yeah, we just see Sam carry the unit, like, I'm gonna take this with me as a sparring partner. Lock him in a cage somewhere. I'd be like, no. Kill it.
It's my new
Find
friend.
something else.
Oh, it's thank God Tobiashi's not here right now, because he'd probably want to find a way to tame one of the grievers.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good on this.
Okay, well, with this, I think this is going to be a good place to end tonight's episode. All right, campfire.
Oh, I don't know if you still had. I did use your 2 of your potions. I don't know if they got removed, Fisher.
No, I did not remove them.
The potion of heroism and the potion of invulnerability.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
What? So you still have 1 potion of heroism.
Yeah. So one.
All right. So, with this, thank you for stopping by. I know this is going to be on YouTube, but still, you are stopping by and you're watching it on YouTube. So, thank you for stopping by. Hope you had a pleasant, whatever part of it is, wherever you are in the world. Hope you found whatever you were looking for. Remember, if you want to help us, we got Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, a link below for donations. Only donate if you can afford it. And spreading the word of the channel helps tremendously. Yeah, this one is going directly on YouTube, meaning that there's a second episode for those of you who watch this one, which is going to be what happens next. It's weird ending those that are only going to be on YouTube, honestly. I can't say the same thing that I usually say. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Hope you had a pleasant evening. Well, for me it's evening. Well, no, it's night. Hope to see you again next week, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Good night.